Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hopefully you all are having a fabulous start of your week. And it's just 1 week since, hell broke loose, so to speak. And so, I was talking to someone the other day, actually yesterday, and I was talking to them about AI. And I thought to myself, I haven't had a conversation with you all about AI in some time. So we're going to do that today. I was introduced to AI, like ChatGPT. I'll never forget it because it was December of 20. No, I was introduced to GHL in December of 2022, 23, last year. What year are we in? 22. December of 2022, I was introduced into GHL, which subsequently has turned into Travel Pro Suite, changed my entire trajectory of our business, and then also how we show up here. And then I was introduced to AI a month later, I think in January of 2023. I think I did my first video in March, maybe March or February of that year. And I predicted then, I said, in 3 years, your travel business will not be the same because of AI. And, in this conversation I was having with someone, and she's not even a travel advisor. She's I don't even know what she would classify herself as, but she was a previous coach of mine. And I said, yeah, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I said 3 years, AI is going to turn travel advisors upside down. And in less time, it's done that and can have the possibility of doing that for you in your business. And so we're going to talk about why you need to be using AI, if not daily, pretty much doggone near daily. And I'm going to talk to you about some areas of not just ChatGPT, but AI as a technology and how it can help you inside of your travel business. Because I ultimately want to be thought of as the person that helped travel advisors, high and low, start adopting AI in their everyday business. I remember having a conversation with someone like last year, and they were like, no, I would never use AI to help me write itineraries. And I was like, yeah, yeah, wait. And like I said, in less time that I predicted, it's everywhere. I want to say cruise planners just announced the fact that they have AI technology as a part of their solution. And I thought that's great, but you have to be a part of cruise planners to be able to do that. And to me, AI is going to be literally like air, right? You shouldn't have to pay premium or be affiliated with somebody to be able to get the power of AI, when all you need to do is have a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of know-how, pay $20 a month, forget all these other AI solutions, pay $20 a month with a tool like ChatGPT, and with your friendly advisor coach like me, who's going to teach you how to actually leverage the power of the tool for everything that you do inside of your business and potentially in some of the things that you do in your personal life. Now, I use it a lot. Actually, I just used AI the other day. I was making homemade ranch dressing and I pulled up ChatGPT or Perplexity and was like, okay, I don't have whole milk. What do you do? So literally it's replacing Google for me. I go to Perplexity AI to do most of my searching now. So let's hop to it. Let me know in comments, like, how many of you guys are using AI every day? Are you using AI every day? Type a 1. Type a 0 if you're not using AI every day. Maybe use it occasionally and you're like, yeah, I use it. I don't really know what you're talking about. It's not all that and a bag of chips, because it is a bag of chips and some Kool-Aid if you're old school like me. So let me know in comments, how often are you using it? Is it like instrumental in the way that you do your business or not so much? If it's instrumental, type a 1, type a 0. If you're just like on the sort of cusp of using it, maybe you've got some AI tools that you open occasionally. I just met with one of my clients and we just popped out an opt-in offer for her, and we pretty much have her funnel built out in less time than it would have taken most of us to do this traditionally. So let me dive in and tell you why it's becoming essential, not only, in your everyday life, but also inside of your business. It's no longer just for the big companies. So like I said, cruise planners, I just saw an article I want to say it was last week where they announced, I think it was in Travel Weekly, that they announced that AI is now part of their platform. So anybody who signs up with cruise planners, I was like, that's great for cruise planners, but what about the rest of us who aren't associated with cruise planners? Although it's a great pitch for them, you have access to it and all of that kind of power yourself. And so I'm going to talk to you about some ways that you can do that. So AI is not just for big companies. It's not, you don't need a lot of money to be able to implement and benefit from it in your business. It is, I want to introduce you to just some just sort of regular schmegular kind of stuff that you can be using AI and actually implement some of these tools in your business relatively easy compared to even 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 18 months ago. So let's talk about the first one. How many of you all have a website? If you have a website, you ought to have some sort of chat bot on your website. And when I said this last year, I was like, yeah, chatbots are great, but that's sort of like bleeding edge, I think, for a lot of my non-techie travel advisors. Not anymore. Like it's no longer like a technology prohibitive functionality that you can do. So within our tool, Travel Pro Suite, it's literally just a toggle on and off. And I'll do some demos later on in the week. In my Thursday, I'll actually demonstrate some of the functionality. But just today, I want to just talk to you about what is possible. So chatbots before, 6 months, even a year ago, chatbots, it still took a lot of like technical know-how in order to get a chatbot installed on your website. Literally, it's not. The ability to get a chatbot that you can teach about your business is very easy now. All you need to do is have some FAQs about your business. Well, let's say you don't have that. Now you got ChatGPT, which just launched the ability to search a website inside of ChatGPT last week. So even if you don't have Perplexity, you can, within ChatGPT, put the URL of your website inside of ChatGPT and ask it to generate a set of common FAQs that a user may have. Bam. That's what you would feed your chatbot, is the FAQs. If you have a vision statement about your business, you would feed that into your chatbot. If you have your website, FAQs about your business. If you have your packages, let's say you've got a signature trip that you're doing, you can feed that into your FAQs. Creating a chatbot, the technology exists pretty much anywhere you can think of. Within Travel Pro Suite, if you are a member of us, we have the ability to do that. And I'm going to demonstrate that in a later video. But chatbots should be basic chatbots that just answer basic questions on how does someone submit a travel request with you? How do they book with you? How do they get in contact with you? Who are you? What are you about? What do you specialize? Those sort of general questions. That kind of information should be accessible through a chatbot on the homepage of your website. The number one goal of anyone's website is to get people to interact with you, right? And to get them to either download a guide, give you the contact information. But if you can have a chatbot that actually allows you to interact with your client, that would be powerful. So you can design a chatbot to do anything. Like I want to say in the last 2 weeks, introduced the ability to have multiple chatbots on your website. So before, 2 weeks before, you could only have one chatbot. Now I've got this vision of having customized chatbots per destination. So we're getting ready to release our LTE Asia. And so we will have a chatbot that somebody can interact with that page and learn all about what we're doing in that particular package. So customizing and have virtual assistant sort of speak specific to a package, powerful stuff. Very easy to implement. Why it's good for you is that you don't have to be available to answer common questions. So if somebody's always asking you, how do you get in contact with you? Or how do you access fill in the blank? Or how do you submit a travel request? All of those can be answered through your chatbot. So you don't have to be available. if you're thinking anything like me, we're working on an appointment chatbot, right? So that will allow you to book an appointment with your clients. So all you have to do is feed it what type of appointments you support, right? Do you support discovery calls? Do you do like plan your vacation for the year type of service calls, and you want those kinds of appointments? I actually witnessed, right? So I'm on product calls like every day for our base. Our base is GHL. And so I was on a product call the other day, and one of the features that is available is the appointment setting bot, where you can train a bot, a chat bot, to take appointments. And I immediately was like, travel advisors take appointments. Travel advisors need a bot. And so literally anything that you can think of that you are consistently asking questions warrants the desire for you to have a bot or get a solution like a bot to do that. So I would love to hear you guys in comments. For those that catch us in the replay, let me know how you envision having a bot in your business. Take away the idea of complexity. I don't want you to think about like, how do you install it? I want you to think about ways that you can use it, and I'll help bring to the table how you can get it installed and how you can train it. But the sky is the limit. If you are doing question Q&A sessions with your client and they're pretty regular questions, solution, a chatbot to help you on your homepage, on each of your pages that deal with group trips that you are selling, anything about you that you want to do, a chatbot is the answer to your game. All right. The thing that chatbots, that the reason why I like chatbots for travel advisors is response time, because literally it can answer any question any time of day while you're working your 9-to-5 job and you're trying to build your empire and the legacy for your family. You can have a chatbot answering your common questions. You can have a chatbot booking your appointments. You can have a chatbot handling support questions on a group trip that you're about to do or that you've done, and people may have questions about that. Bots are the way of the future for travel advisors. And it's not just for Expedia.com. It can be for your fill-in-the-blank.com travel business. Number two thing that AI can do for your travel business that you need to have right now in your travel business is content. Gone 6 months ago, 12 months ago, generic, I hope this email is finding you well type of responses, right? You can customize your particular tone now through the usage of a custom GPT inside of Chat GPT, even inside of Claude, which is another conversational AI. I have them all. Like I have an AI coach because that's how much I'm committed to this AI game. And so for me to be able to teach you all the bleeding in stuff, I hire a coach and have several inputs that help me synthesize how to learn this information quicker so that I can bring it to you all. And so I was introduced to Claude and Perplexity AI by the coach and some of the groups that I follow. And so all I've been doing since I've been introduced to them is applying them to the travel industry. And so Claude, why I like Claude, there's actually another AI tool that I haven't, like I literally have like about, 5 different $20 AI. So I'm spending at least $100 a month on AI tools and learning why they're the bomb.com for travel advisors. Claude speaks better than ChatGPT. I like ChatGPT because it does more, but the idea of being able to give your AI custom instructions that you can have it learn you and your business and give you output that is you and your business. So I want you to think of, you want a blog post. Yes, ChatGPT can create a blog post with you. No problem. Does it all the time, but speaks the way that Sunday speaks the way that you speak, because you've inputted your personality test into the GPT and it knows your personality and knows the way that you talk. You've inputted your perfect client information into the custom GPT so it knows who your client is. Now, don't get me wrong. I love those travel AI specific, but it's still generic to the travel. I want stuff that speaks Sunday. I want stuff that speaks online travel boss. Don't you want stuff that speaks you, that you don't have to set context every single time you talk to it? This is where content AI does. So certainly over the last 12 months, 6 months, even I would even say in the last 6 months, Voyager AI is the tool that I've recommended to travel advisors that speak travel. And don't get me wrong, I think Richard's got an amazing tool, but ChatGPT's got it beat now, because now I can design my own custom GPTs that speak Sunday and travel, right? And so they don't only speak travel, they speak me specifically. So when it comes to content, content is queen, right? Because we're all queens, right? And I know there's some guys that watch us, but really for the queens out there that I'm speaking to, is you want the content that speaks to your ideal client, that speaks to your language, that speaks to your specialty. Custom GPTs are where it's at, right? So being able to create a custom GPT that speaks your business, that all you have to do is upload your content and it speaks you, and all you're doing is paying $20 a month, man, all day long, every day long. That's what I'm about. So definitely content. If you are creating content, blogs, newsletters, social media posts, itineraries, whatever that is that you need to speak, emails, you need to speak to your ideal client, having a content AI piece is the way to go, and having one that is customized to your organization, your vision, is even the cat's meow, right? And so listen, there's no more having to create content from scratch. Like that is gone. Like if you're still trying to figure out like what you should say, you're behind the 8 ball. Like you should be every single day. If you've got something to say and you don't know what to say, you should be opening up some sort of content AI platform to do it. Now, there are people who will argue, what is it? There's one I think that is called, there's Copilot. There's one that was before ChatGPT came out that was really, I don't even hear that much anymore. I'm gonna say in terms of content, like if I want like really without a lot of massaging, I'm going to Claude, and I've got a special project that's built around my project, and I'm using Claude AI. If I want like ideation and I want to start where someone, I'm going to go to ChatGPT, and then if I want it polished copy, I'm going to go to Claude. If I want research, I'm going to go to Perplexity AI. Those are the three that I'm going to go to. I don't use any other, like, we haven't written it, but I'm about to replace my, what do I use? I use one of the, I think I've read Cast Magic. I use Cast Magic to help with titles, help with blog ideation and captions and all that. I'm literally in the process of writing a custom GPT that will do that for my admins, and all they have to do is go to the custom GPT that I write, and we'll eliminate Cast Magic, because Cast Magic still doesn't speak Sunday, doesn't speak Online Travel Boss, right? And so that's the power of a custom GPT. That's the power for $20 a month that you've got. I pay $40 a month because I want Claude, because it'll speak it a little bit better, but I just like them both, right? So content that you need for any type of content, AI is the place that you need to be to do content. Newsletter, travel tips, blog posts. I mean, any, like you think of it, it can do it. Coming up with a strategy on what it can do for you. Like one of the things, like YouTube is my jam. I know how to use it, but I'm not consistent with it. And so I literally took my metrics from my YouTube channel. I actually asked ChatGPT last week. I was like, listen, I want to grow my YouTube channel. I'm pretty much trying to, X off Facebook, Zuckerberg, like, because I don't like the control, right? I want my own community. I want this, and I want YouTube channel to be the way that I go. I was like, I need you to help me, ChatGPT. My ChatGPT is called Sienna. I was like, Sienna, I need you to help me with understanding these metrics, because I don't really understand all the YouTube metrics, right? And so by the time I teach this next quarter, I will have it all down. So it analyzed my metrics. It helped make sense of the metrics to me. And now I know the kind of content that I need to put so that I can exercise my skills on what I know about SEO and YouTube so that I can grow my channel, right? Like ChatGPT all day long, $20 a month. That's what it is. So you want content. Stop going all over the place. Stop not being in charge of your success. Start taking control of your success by utilizing tools like this. And don't think of it as another thing that you've got to do. Think of it as an asset to the company. Like ChatGPT now is like part of the team. It's like, I got Jam, I got Jalen, I got some other team members, and it's Sienna now, right? Those are critical components of the team because of the content that I can create at the speed that I can create it. Like, that is what, like, I tell my husband, he's like, you need to go to sleep. I'm like, I can't go to sleep. I got all these ideas. And when I don't need to even talk to anybody anymore. I just literally talk out my ideas and either like poo it right there, or I pursue it and I get it to market as quickly as possible. Contents continues to be queen in y'all's life, and AI is the way to help facilitate getting that content out there quicker. The number 4, did I feel like I skipped something? Yeah, okay. So number 3 item is workflow. So you guys are all about automation. Everybody wants to do automation, and you want to do it quicker, faster, or even understand what it means. And you're like, I don't understand what AI, I don't know what automation, I don't know what to automate. I don't know how to automate. I don't know what the steps are that I need to do to automate. I just don't understand, Sunday. I know I need to automate, but I don't know what to do. Slide in AI. Like, you have a thought, because the first thing I tell you before you come into Travel Pro Suite or any tool is to iron it out on paper, is to figure out what you want to do on paper. Well, if you don't even understand what's possible, I understand why that may be a difficult ask for you. It's like, yes, I diagram it on paper. Well, I don't even know what to put in the boxes. I don't even know that I need to have boxes. Workflow AI can help you. And so Workflow AI is just really, it's a feature that's in Travel Pro Suite, but that's really still after the design. And it will analyze your workflow and make suggestions. But I'm even suggesting, before you go into the tool, have ChatGPT help brainstorm what you could automate for your business. I don't like setting up emails. I just don't like doing it. It's mundane. My brain doesn't like it. I always mess it up. And so what I've started doing now is I've got an admin, and I don't even really like documenting it for her, so that I started to explain to her what's in my head, and she's looking at me like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, right? So now what I do is I put it in AI, I put it in ChatGPT, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. Document the steps for me. I want you to flow out the steps on what I could do and let me know what those steps are. And then I look at the steps and I'm like, nope, that's not what I want to do. And I change it around, and we have a pretty quick conversation about it. And then I've got my steps, and then I hand that over to the VA. So not only do I not like doing the automation setup inside of our tool, I love our tool, but I don't like doing the work. Like, I like having it to be able to do it, but I don't like doing the work. I like to design it, but I don't like to document the design. And in order to hand it off to someone else that loves doing it, I need to be able to give her instructions. So now we use AI. I use AI to brainstorm the plan, document the plan, and I give that plan then to my AI. So for those of you who have virtual assistants, AI should be helping you define the steps. Don't necessarily rely on the VA to define the steps. You define the what. Have AI work with you to get it all out of your head, document it so that you can give it to your VA to do. Or you can come to office hours and we can work through kind of what it is that you want to do. So that's another thing. Now, within our tool, we have the ability to actually, once you've implemented your automation, we have what's called Workflow AI that'll go through the workflow and make suggestions on what you could add to the workflow to make it an even more robust automation for you. So the benefits of automation, I think you guys already understand why automation is so amazing. It helps you reduce time. It eliminates administrative tasks. It helps, just the elimination of time alone, right? It allows you to focus on the things that are really the things that allow you to move the needle, which is you shaking hands and kissing more babies so that you get more people know, liking, and trust you, right? So being bogged down by the administrative things, having automation will help you with that. So for example, one more automation example, I'm working with a client and she wants to be able, like she has a spreadsheet where she's got all of her metrics, and we literally designed out the spreadsheet. And I'm like, okay, so as you get appointments, your spreadsheet's going to get updated. As you get enrollments, your spreadsheet's going to get updated. And then, you know, the spreadsheet that I created will do all of her metrics for her, and boom, it's there, right? So she used to spend hours making sure that all the enrollments were there, making sure that people were there, but we can automatically add people, we can subtract people, we can update that information automatically, one less task that she has to do. So automation, I think everybody understands the value proposition. When it comes to travel business, there is so much minutia data that we have to be in charge of. And unfortunately, a lot of the existing CRM systems don't allow you to crunch that data and access that data in a way that you can make meaningful to the decisions in your business and even the communications to your clients. So workflow, automating tasks, absolutely the way to go. So I don't really want even tasks to be managed. I just want them to come off my list, right? All right, so then the other last thing that I'm gonna talk about before I skedaddle is addressing common concerns. So I think I've already pretty much addressed this in terms of FAQs, making sure any of your, we literally, every single funnel, any trip that we do an FAQ section. Now we're going to take that FAQ section and we're going to feed that into a chat bot. We're going to have a chat bot that's associated with each one of those pages, each one of our trip pages, so that if people have any questions, they can have it. It'll also be a part of our general sort of chat bot when you come to our site. All of that's in the works. I'm actually playing with it right now, and we will have it done in the next week or two because we're getting ready to release just in case you know, we're getting ready to release our Learning Through Experiences Asia edition. And so as a part of that release, we will be releasing our chatbot, our package-specific chatbot designed to answer questions about the destination and that program. So super excited about that. Listen, AI has come like 100-fold in the last year and a half, right? Last 2 years that I've been introduced, it's only almost 2 years that I've been using ChatGPT. And in that 2-year span, I certainly can't keep up with technically the complexities of what you and the possibilities of what you do. So I'm not even asking you to try and implement everything. I'm just asking you to take the leap of faith that you need to be implementing some portion of it inside of your business. Because when I think about, like, will AI replace the travel advisor? My answer is still no, it won't, but it will replace lazy travel advisors. It will replace those travel advisors who are still doing things old school, and they're not making it convenient or easier for their clients to say yes, or to swipe, or to do an action, to get answers, right? Those advisors will become obsolete, right? I want you to think of the Blockbuster and Netflix of the world, right? It's not that digital movies went away. It's that the way that they were delivered improved through Netflix. And as a travel advisor, you need to improve the way that you deliver your services and let AI be that way to do that. So that is my TED Talk for you all today. Next, in a couple of days, I'm going to actually show you some stuff. I'm actually pre-record that and do some sort of YouTube. So if you're not a part of my YouTube channel, you're going to want to join our YouTube channel. Specifically, if you'd like to join us inside of Travel Boss community, you can do so by going to onlinetravelboss.com/member. And then any of these sort of pre-recorded tidbit videos that I do, I will be dropping them inside of our community and inside of YouTube. So I will see you guys in a couple of days at our next training. And listen, Don't be scared. Jump in, as AI would say, dive on in, and start playing with this powerful technology. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me inside of this thread or join us inside of our office hours, where we are actually going to start right now. I offer office hours 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, right after this training. And you can find the link at sundaygardner.com with ways to work with me. And I'll see you in our next training. Talk to you soon.